If you are suffering from neck and shoulder pain, I have a great solution for you. I want to introduce you to AcuReflexology to release pain and blockages, to bring your body back to its equilibrium in a holistic way. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end to get to all the steps that I'm going to guide you through today. Hi, it's Somji here. AcuReflexology is based on facial diagnostic method from Vietnam. Using AcuPen to target the energy points that are mirroring the pain part of the body. By triggering those points, we're also sending signal to our brain parts that corresponding to the areas that are actively inflamed or having energy blockages, to also provoke the body's natural regulation or natural healing. So without further ado, let's get to it. You are going to need an AcuPen. If you don't have any tools, I think this would be a good basic tool to have. There is a lot of different tools for AcuReflexology, but if you just need one basic tool, I would suggest to just get one. Have the small, medium, rounded tips, and that would help to trigger the energy point in the body. And I'm going to attach the link below for you for your convenience so you can get appropriate tool. Next, we are going to need Tiger Balm. So Tiger Balm in the solid forms, it helps you stay on the target and it doesn't run. It's like a liquid forms. And it helps, the heat really helps to penetrate into the meridian and help to carry the energy through as we're working on the energy points. So let's get to it. If you don't have the tool, today you can try to use an empty pen of any kind that have more rounded tips, or if you have a very smooth, small chopstick, that would help to just working on it today, and then you can get an appropriate one later. And it's very inexpensive and it lasts you for a long time. Make sure that you sanitize your tools, your hands, because you're going to use your finger, and also you don't double dip. So make sure that your hands, your tools are fully sanitized. So if you look at the diagram of the neck area, so because it is a neck and shoulder pain, we first opening the back energy. The back energy always the spine of the C1 and C7. So you're gonna take a small layers of Tiger Balm, and then you're going to put it on your spine of C1 and C7. So from this point, the base of your head to your C6 or C7, you put Tiger Balm around these areas, and then using your finger to massage it up and down, but in a really fast and consistent stroke until you feel that it's really hot, because what you want to do is to really warm up these areas up and down for about 60 counts. So by massaging that point for 60 counts, give it a really good contact. When it gets really warm, that means you can't stop. Then you're moving on to the side. So it's about an inch just right beside along the line that you just massage. Move it slightly an inch beside it. So again, if you're pain on the right, you're working on the right. If it's on the left, you work on the left. And if it's both, then you put on both. You would put the Tiger Balm here and here. And then you're just going up and down with the 4 fingertips, and then you do this for another 60 counts, and then you're moving to this side. You're doing the same. You can pause the video and finish properly, and then you come back to me. We are moving on to the next diagram. So when you look at the facial diagram beside, you see above the ear, on both sides there's an arrow. Take a little bit of a Tiger Balm, lightly, and then you put along this area just above your ear and along the hairline. You can either use your finger. I would use something with the rounded tips like this. It helped me to target better. But if you don't have tool, you can use the tip of your finger or the back of the fingernails. That would help you to penetrate the the meridian and the energy point better, you can explore it, and you can tell the difference if you're using the finger or you're using just the fingertips. Whichever you choose to do today. So if you want to do the back of your fingernails, that would be fine. Or having anything that has a rounded tips like this, and you follow this hairline here, and you going back and forth for 60 counts. And then you move on to the other side. Same thing, you put tiger balm along this hairline here above the ear. I would say you have to put a really good contact on the skin. It may feel painful, but it's a good sign. Painful, that means it's mirroring to you that it's really blocked. You need to open it up. All right, so you do 60 counts back and forth to that above the ear areas. You can pause the video and come back to me when you're done the 60 counts. So next, if you look at the diagram, there's a point A to point B. So point A is about, if you divide your forehead by third, then you get the horizontal line here. You would draw the line straight down to point B, which is right at the corner of your eye here. So this area here, you bring your tool on the side, or you can use your back of your fingernail, and then you scratch this area up and down for another 60 counts, and don't lift it off the surface. So keep doing really good contact, because you should feel something. All right, so up and down, and you can feel it really hot because you add a little bit of tiger balm on it, right? So the tiger balm is always important to apply on the areas that we work on, so that way it can penetrate the meridian, so it's working more effectively. 60 counts, so you can pause the video and come back to me when you're done your 60 counts. So next, if you look at the diagram, on both sides above your eyebrow, from the inner corner outward to halfway, there's two areas here. Same thing, you add a little bit of tiger balm either on your tool, on your finger, or right on the surface of the skin, and you start tracing it back and forth. So on the mirroring part, this is supposed to be your shoulder. And then you do 60 counts on each side, but it's supposed to be like a little bit more aggressive, back and forth. And make sure you breathe and relax the rest of your body while you're doing this process, so you're not tense up, and the breath have to carry everything through. All right, so you're doing back and forth, 60 counts, and then you're moving to this side. Just another reminder, if your pain is on this side, just work on the side that it's painful, and you can ignore the other side. All right, the last part that we are working on. So you divide your forehead horizontally by half. Focus on the top half, you divide it in the middle by half, and then this square you divide it by half again. So now we have this outer corner here, the square, and in middle of it, of this square, there's two energy points in the middle of that small square. You can use something like rounded like this. You can use either one, and you put a bit of tiger balm, and you do the circle for 90. This one, you're gonna do it for 90 counts. And it's supposed to be painful. And then pay attention to the areas that are kind of lumpy, and it's not smooth. That means the energy is really blocked. And then just by massaging it, give it some good contact and circle it for 90 counts. Finish one side, you're moving on to this side. And this particular points, both points, you have to do on both sides. All right, so you've done your 90 counts on this particular energy point, 90 counts. You can pause the video and come back to me when you're done. Now we're working mirroring part on your foot. So there's one areas of the foot that we are going to work on. By the way, I'm going to attach all the PDF diagram into the link below for your convenience, so you can print it out or you can screenshot. So if you're looking at the feet, and then the diagram that I'm showing you, from A to B, A would be starting from here. You use something a little bit more rounder and smoother, or you can use your fingertips, put the tiger balm, and then you massage it, but it has to be really deep. And you go from here, and then turning it out in like a half moon shape. So in this, I would do just massage this way in a half circle. You can use your back of your fingernails, and then you do back and forward for about 90 counts. Just bring it up and down from A to B. So in addition, if your pain is really intense and it's been there for quite a long time, remember that at the beginning we're doing the C1 to C7 massage. You can add a little bit of extra heat or external heat from the hair dryer, turn it to low, and then just go along the C1 and C7 just to add a little bit more heat to it. It helps you opens up the channel. Go back to the whole process that I showed you from beginning and repeat it 2 more times. So you need to do 3 rounds in total, and you can do it twice a day. Continue your treatments until you feel about 90% improvement, then you can stop. Everybody's healing journey is different. Some people feel the relief right away, some take a few days, and then some would take gradually over the week. However, just monitor and be tuning to your body, and while you're doing your treatments, make sure you pay attention and relax and see and feel where you're holding the energy, and help to just loosen it up and tune into your breath and tune into your body while you're doing it meditatively. So thanks your body today for showing up and do the work, and thanks yourself for making time to taking care of yourself. I am not a doctor, but I wanted to share this incredible method that I've learned, and it's helped me and it helped my client tremendously. And it's my honor to sharing it with you. Be consistent, do your best, and your best is enough. And I will see you in the next video.